Hello class, I hope you all are good and fine. So class, today topic is yoga for concentration and related asanas. Okay, so let's start it class. So in this topic there are some asanas for concentration. Okay, so first is Sukhasana, second is Tadasana, third is Padmasana, fourth is Saskasana, Mm, next is Naukasana and Varsikasana, and last one is Garudasana. Okay, class. So first we're talking about the Sukhasana. So there is the Sukhasana pose, how to do and what is the proper pose of the Sukhasana. In this picture you can see. Okay. So basically, the Sukhasana is a easy pose and it is a simple cross-legged sitting asanas. Okay, in a Hatha Yoga, sometimes used for meditation in both Buddhism and Hinduism. Okay, so basically, this is the meditation asanas. So Buddhism and Hinduism just like जो बुद्धिस्ट और हिंदुज़म होते हैं वो इस मेडिटेशन आसनास को यूज़ करते हैं फॉर cooling down your mind and relaxing your mind body. Okay, so there is a what they do and what part body part they basically working on. Okay, so first is strength. Okay, so basically the strength is giving to strength your back, uh, back backbone and uh, back stress and or the body posture. Basically they're working on the body posture, back muscles also. Okay, so next is stretch. Okay, so basically he is stretching your knee and ankle, and pose type is a hip opener and seated, and also known as these asanas decent pose, easy pose and pleasant pose. Okay class, so this is the Sukhasanas. So let's move next page. So in next page, there are some benefits of Sukhasana. So first benefit is it's spread a sense of calm and peace through your mind and body. And second is relax your brain. And third is you will be free. You will be feel all exhaustion, stress, and anxiety leave your being. Your chest and collarbones are broadened. Your body elements is improved. Practice this asanas help elongate your spine, your backbone stronger and steadier. This asana give you a knee and ankle a good stretch. Okay, class. So these are benefits of Sukhasanas. So let's move next page. So in next page we're talking about the Tadasana. Okay, so basically Tadasana also known as the mountain pose and uh, Samastri, and it also is a standing asanas. Okay, and modern yoga as I said, it is not described in medieval Hatha Yoga texts. Okay, it is the base for several other standing asanas. Okay, class. So basically, we also know as the Tadasana is a mountain pose. Okay, and uh, basically this asana working on your thigh, knee, and ankle, giving you strength. And next is preparatory pose is the other Mukhasanas, Savasanas, Utthanasanas. Okay, and body pose type is standing, and we also know as the mountain pose and samasthi. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So in next page, we're talking about the benefits of Tadasana. Okay. So first benefit is strengthens your legs. strength biceps and triceps, help create stability in the shoulders joint, tone abdomen and hips, strengthens the posterior posterior chain. And basically the posterior chain was calling in your back posture muscles and bones are. So in posterior chain is a back muscles, butt and hamstrings. Okay, help improve balance, help correct posture, and can help relieve static discomfort. Okay, so these are benefits of Tadasana. So let's move next page. So in next page, our next asana is Padmasana. Okay, so basically the Padmasana also known as the lotus pose. Okay, so the Padmasana is crossed leg sitting meditation pose for from ancient Indian, in which each foot is placed on the opposite side. It is a ancient asanas in yoga, predating Hatha yoga, and is widely used for meditation in Hindu, Tantra, Jain, and also the Buddhist territories. Okay, class. So there is a this asana stretch your knee and ankle, and these are preparatory poses: Virasana, Baddha Konasana, Janusharasana, Ardha Matyasana asana. Okay, and follow up pose is Adho Mukh Savasana, Supta Padma Gudasana, and body pose type is seated, and also known as the lotus pose and Padmasana. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So next page there are some benefits of Padmasana. So first benefit is open up the hips, and stress the ankle and knee, claim the brain, increase awareness and attentiveness, keep the spine straight, help develop good posture, eases menstrual discomfort and sciatica, help keep joints and ligament flexible. Okay, class. So these are some benefits of Padmasana, and we also know as the lotus pose. So let's move next page. In next page, we're talking about the Saskasana. So basically, Saskasana is a simply dynamic forward bending posture that provides a gentle stretch while relaxing and energizing the body and mind. The name comes from the Sanskrit sas, meaning her or rabbit. Okay, so sas means her or rabbit, Ank mean lap and asanas. Okay, so which means pose or posture. Okay, class. So this is the meaning and what is the saskasan. So let's move next page. So in next page we talking about the benefit of saskasan, and we in saskasan we also know as the is a rabbit pose. Okay. So first benefit is helpful in getting rid of constipation, release the stress for spinal vertebral, lead to their well function of adrenal glands, stress the back muscles, making them stronger, enhance the health of both male and female reproductive organs. And last one is tone and massage the muscle of pelvic region and sciatica nerves. Okay, class. So these are some benefits of Saskasana and also known as the rabbit pose. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So in next page, we're talking about the our next asana is Naukasana. Okay, so Naukasana is also known as the Navasana and boat pose or Paripurna Navasana. Okay, it is basically the seated asanas in modern yoga as exercise. Okay, you can also see in pictures the basically we using the support of your hip muscles, and also the your legs and back posture is should be straight, and also the hand we should be straight. So this is the correct posture of the doing the Naukasana. Basically, the Naukasana giving improving your stress, is giving the strength to abdominal muscles, vertebral column, and his flexors. Okay, and there is a preparatory pose is a Adho Mukhasana and Uttanasana. Okay, and follow up pose is Halasana, Adho Mukhasana, Utkat Asana, Baddha Konasana, and also last one is Sirsasanas. And the body pose type is a core and seated. Okay, and also we also know that this asana is boat pose, full boat pose, and Paripurna Navasanas. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So in next page, these are benefits of Naukasanas. So first benefit is Naukasana strengthens the abdominal muscles. Second is it strengthens the muscles of the arm, thighs, and shoulder. It improves the health of all organs in the abdominal, especially the liver, pancreas, and kidneys. Okay, it helps the regulating blood flow at sugar level. It thrones muscles of neck, shoulders, and the leg. The stretching, compressing, and relaxation of abdominal region involved the Nauka asana is a really good and effective way of burning belly fat if practiced on a regular basis. Okay, class. These asanas also burning the your belly fat to giving you a slim body, and also know the आपकी ओबिसिटी को कम करने के लिए ये हेल्पफुल है. Okay, so next benefit is the simulation will performing the pose help improve and regulate your digestion, including elevating exercise, excessive gas, and easing constipation. Okay, class. So 8 number benefit is most importantly it acts as a distress tool, keeping your mind free and peaceful. And last one is asthma and heart patients are not advised not to practice Naukasanas. Okay, so basically the asthma and heart patients they are not doing this asana because they have a many pressures to your heart and in your and also the giving up pressure to your lungs. So that's why the asthma patients and the heart patients are not doing this asana. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So in next page we're talking about the Varika asanas. Okay, so you can also see in picture the basically the pose of the Varika asanas is the support is the one leg, and also the bending the our second leg in thigh, and your hands then should be up in air and joint. Okay, so there is a Varika asana or is a tree pose. Varika asana we also know as the tree pose. Okay, is a tree pose or Varikasana is a balancing asanas. It is one of the very few standing pose in medieval hut yoga and remain popular in modern yoga as a exercise. Okay, class. So in Varikasana, they strengthens your vertebral column, thighs, calf, and ankle, and stretching the thorax in inguinal region and thigh and shoulders. Okay. A preparatory pose is the Trikonasana, Baddha Konasana, and Veerbhadrasanas. Okay. And Body pose type is standing, and we also know as this Varikrasana is tree pose and Varkrasanas. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So these are some benefits of Varikrasana. Is first is strengthens the hips and pelvic region, and second is tone the leg muscles, and also they promote the balance, improve your posture, and last one is helps build focus and concentration in your mind. Okay, class. So these are benefits of Varikrasana. So let's move next page. So next page we're talking about the Garuna asanas. Okay. So basically Garuna asana you can see the calling other name is the eagle pose. Okay. So Garuna asana or eagle pose, the standing balancing asana in modern yoga as exercise. Okay. Their name was used in Mediterranean hut yoga for a different pose. Okay. So you can also see the pose of the Garuna asanas in the background picture. Okay, so basically they're working on your giving the strengthness in your calf and ankle, and stretching your thigh, hip, calf, ankle, shoulder, and upper back muscles. And the preparatory pose is the Gomukha Asana and Varika Asana, and also the more asana to related. And follow up pose is Gomukha Asanas, Varikrasana, and Utkat Asanas. Okay, and body pose type is balanced, hip opener, and standing. Okay, and we also know as this asana is a eagle pose. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So in next page, there is some benefits of Garuna asanas. So first benefit is the this asana giving you a strength and stretches the ankle and calves. Okay, class. So next benefit is stretch the thighs, hips, shoulder, and upper back, and improve your concentration and improve your sense of balance. Okay, class. So let's move next page. So next page there the how to doing your eagle pose. So first is the forearms pressing away for face, and hip should be as a level as a possible, pointing forward, legs squeezing together toward the midline. Grounded foot is a pressing the floor away, weight distributing equally throughout. Okay, and shoulder blade are drawing apart, elbow lifting the skyward, core is strongly engaged, lifting those uprights, and top leg family walk over bottom leg, and the last is knee is deeply bent, lowering body center of gravities. Okay, class. So this is the basically the picture telling you how to do and which body parts are including these asanas. Okay. So class, I hope you all understand about this topic, and also this some asanas for meditative and concentration asanas for your book. Okay. So class, stay fit, stay healthy. Thank you, class.